Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing? Hoping everybody's having a beautiful. I decided not to wear no hat today, apparently. This whole hat thing, just so everybody can understand, I started really wearing hats like a little before I started doing YouTube. Before that, I really didn't wear hats that much. It's just really kind of new. Probably last 7-8 years, I really started wearing hats. Bleach on my shit. We got a lot to talk about today, but I want to hammer a couple of things home real quick. We want to talk about what's going on in the Alpo case, obviously. We're going to talk about Biden and Trump, obviously. But I want to hammer something else home, and this is probably what most of our video is going to be about, just so we can be clear. I don't know where y'all heard this weirdo shit from, where Latin people and Puerto Rican people were not a part of hip-hop. I don't know where y'all heard this from. Have you ever been to the Bronx? Do you know the majority of the people that live in Bronx speak Spanish? I don't even understand where all of this conversation is coming from. So the first thing I want to do is address Lord Jamal. For everybody that don't remember, Lord Jamal was a part of Brand Nubian. Lord Jamal, when he was coming out, made a lot of good songs. I like Brand Nubian. I'm not attacking them in any way, shape, or form. But what I need for y'all to understand is his whole entire brand is black people everything. Black people started everything. Black people this, black people that, black people this, black people that. That's his brand. I need for y'all to understand this. So I'm not knocking my man. I'm not coming at him. I appreciate him having all of this love for our people. I hope this love for our people continue. I think that everybody should have love for whatever people that they are a part of. I just want to be clear on this. I'm not attacking him as much as I'm saying he's factually incorrect. I don't know how many people was around during the block parties. I don't know how many people was around during the parties in the projects. I don't know how many of y'all was around in the 80s when this was happening. I was around, fam. I don't know how many of y'all was around when we used to line up all the mattresses and do flips on them. This is all part of hip hop. Y'all just don't know. That whole flipping culture, all of that shit is all a part of hip hop. I'm tired of people trying to make it seem like the only aspect of hip hop is rap music. Black people started that, so therefore they started hip hop. No, hip hop is a cultural phenomenon. It has many different cultures incorporated into it. Some of graffiti is a part of hip hop. Some of our best graffiti artists were Russian. They were from the Soviet Union. Some of the best graffiti artists. Some of our best. Look, fam, I don't know how to express this enough to you. What up, LLC? I don't know how to express this enough to you. Hip hop is more than just rap music. Shout out to KRS-One for coming out and sticking up for other people that was involved in hip hop. Hip hop is more than just rap music. It's more than that. What up, Body Cam? I hope y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me, let me know. Hip hop is more than just rap music. Us as black people, we kind of own that area. But watch when you find out a lot of these people you think were black weren't black. They were actually Puerto Rican or Dominican. They was just dark skinned and didn't have a damn accent. How about that part? Watch when you find that part out. Watch when you find out that Cool Herc is actually Jamaican. He's from the Caribbean. He's not a black American neither. Good morning. Chilling, my brother. Cool Herc isn't a black American neither. Cool Herc is a Caribbean. Morning, my brother. All right, chilling. So this is what I mean by we constantly have people talking about things that they don't know about and constantly trying to rewrite history. Love our Puerto Rican brothers and sisters. How you doing today?
I see you every morning out here keeping it A1. You know what I'm saying? I like to hear realness.
Appreciate it.
I would like to, if you don't mind, if I could go on there. I don't know what channel I'll be on.
I'm on BBNNETWORK. What you got to say, my brother?
I'm just sick of like certain people when they get around crowds, they change. Like, don't do that. If you're gonna be the same when you by yourself, keep it that way. The same
I agree.
energy. I don't like when like somebody, I ain't gonna mention no name, but somebody that grew up out here. Like I went walking with my dog. He's gonna talk hot, talk shit. So I really have to think for him as well as myself because I'm 45 years old. I'm not young.
You're not trying to do bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get caught up in the P-now system. I did 10 years before.
That's a fact.
You told me when I was young.
That's a fact. I'm sorry. I was looking at a young lady. I'm paying attention.
You know what I'm saying? But look, I ain't got time out here to be proving to nobody I'm tough, I'm a gangster, I'm a killer, none of that shit. But when you fucking keep rubbing me the wrong way, I'm gonna give you what you asking for. This is like the second time homeboy kept like, you know, fucking with me, whatever, part of my speech. And I'm trying to really be humble with it and avoid it or whatever. Because I don't really want to get in no conflict and end up getting incarcerated over some lame nigga. Because he really ain't worth me doing the bit.
Agreed.
A lot of these cats out here is not worth it.
Agreed.
And they perpetrate like they tough and gangster. And in reality, you really ain't tough. You're not like that.
Agreed.
You're not from California. You're not from the West Coast. Cut it out. A lot of y'all East Coast niggas out here, they ain't gonna say it half.
Well, I'm not gonna say just because
y'all niggas be faking it out here, and it's real.
Well, first of all, me myself, I never want any violence or anything. I walk away from problems more than I walk to problems. That's one. Yeah. That's two. Second, I'm going on. I'm older. I'm a lot older than a lot of these people out here. Yeah. So I'm not trying to get into no conflict. But sometimes what happens is, if you don't let a person know that you can give it to them, then they're gonna keep pressing the pedal. Yeah,
but I'm to the point right now where this is.
No, I'm not telling you to do that.
Yeah, with this dude.
I'm saying sometimes people aren't acting tough.
I know, but
sometimes what it is it's been like me myself. I've been living in Coney Island for the last 3 years. So I bust some kids' asses in basketball. So after I bust their ass in basketball, no, they went around to everybody in Coney Island spreading lies and rumors about me. Telling people I was gay, telling people all of this weirdo shit about me. So like most of the people out here don't fuck with me for no real reason because I haven't done anything.
They going by what he says.
Yeah. So good morning. Hey. So just so we can be clear, so I can't run around trying to fight every single individual that speaks crazy. That don't make sense. Pardon me. That don't make sense.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt.
Even more importantly, God tests those that he has a mission for. So God has a mission for me. And part of my test is probably showing grace. And sometimes showing grace is avoiding a situation, just like sometimes showing the grace is whooping a nigga ass. So you gotta pick and choose your battles.
That Christ lives in me. That's why I think I was humbled them 2 times.
You should always try to be humble as best as you can.
I accepted Christ in 2021. That's why I really think that I've been really humble in like the last 17 years. I ain't been incarcerated. I've been free since then. Because I changed people, places, and things. I don't.
Yes, sir.
I don't club. I don't party. I'm 45 years old. I don't got time for none of that.
I agree with you.
I'm at that age, but that don't impress me no more. You feel me?
Fam.
I just want to live life, be happy, and be peaceful.
Fam, I'm on your type of time.
And I'm on some family-oriented.
I'm on your type of time, fam.
That's it.
You saying all of the things that's
happiness.
Yes, sir.
All that other shit niggas out here doing, I'm not with none of that shit.
I'm 100% for we have to learn how to live together. In the moment, in the minute.
For the young generation.
That's a fact.
That's why the world's corrupted now, because they see what we do and they look up to all this and they think it's okay. They like, oh, that's normal. They doing it. So my mama, my papa doing it. They mans, they girlfriend, they friends doing it. So I'm gonna do it.
Another point.
And the world is all like misconstrued, and the devil behind it too. Because
that's a fact.
Satan, Jesus on his way back. So Satan knows
that's a fact.
His time is running out. So he's trying to come to kill, steal, and destroy.
That's a fact.
You feel me? And while God's coming to rebuild, redo.
And that's why we got to show grace.
Yeah.
Because the individual that might be causing problems for you, they might they might not even be remember. They know not what they do.
Yeah.
So good morning.
Forgive them, Father, for they not know what they do.
Exactly. So if we take that into consideration and we open our minds up like that, that's why I go through all of the bullshit I go through, and I prefer to walk away from the problem. So I salute you, my brother. I salute you, my brother.
17 years I've been eating crap.
And remember, sometimes
even with family,
and when Satan has to deal with these people, and when Satan has a grip on these people, remember,
but at the end of the day, I'm gonna get my reward, because God blesses those that humble themselves.
That also, but in addition to that, let them go be somebody else's problem. They're not, whoever this person is not only your problem.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? They're also somebody else's problem. So let somebody else handle that.
Like on the physical aspect, hey, let's pull all the God stuff to the side. Like the old me would have bashed him up already.
It is what it is,
I'm just tired of him. He act like he really tough like that. You're not. Like, we could put the gloves on, go old school, my nigga. We could go on the boardwalk, the beach, no guns, no knives. We could go clean, and I'll whip him out in front of his friends. I got that much confidence. When I was upstate, I did 10 years in Green Haven, Sing Sing.
Green Haven?
I've been around. And I used to box. And I met a few boxers down the way. I ran into Joe Frazier's son, Junior. And he taught me some shit. And Hamza, a Muslim that I met. He was
I appreciate you talking to me this morning.
Life for innocent, he was an innocent inmate that they claimed that he caught a body and he never killed the person.
Boom.
And then he out free with a lot of money. They released him after 40 years, 40-something years.
Well, sometimes the blessing comes after the curse.
He was a beast though. He had like mixed martial art mixed with boxing. He taught me some shit on that bag.
Sometimes the blessing comes after the curse.
That they taught me, I always held on to it. They said one day that might save your life. And it's true. When I got stabbed and incarcerated, that saved my life, boxing.
Boom.
So I never let boxing go. I got to buy me a new boxing glove so I can get back in shape. Now I'm working on quitting smoking weed. So I can start, drinking nutrients, work out, and get in shape.
Have a blessed day, my brother. I appreciate the conversation. Shout out to the homie. I'm going to give a shout out to the people, and I'm going to do roll call real quick. Shout out to I Am King LLC. Says, my boy, what's good, brother? BBN fam, salute, salute. Shout out to Body Cam. He says, Latin America contribution to hip hop is dope, but they didn't start it. You do know that that's not what I'm saying, right? We'll get into the creation of hip hop in 2 seconds. Shout out to, he said, Michael Check. If y'all can hear me, let me know. Seth Triple. What up, Seth? Haven't seen you in a while. Salute. Hope everything's going well with you and yours. Says, good morning. That blue is a beautiful spiritual color for me, bro. I need to wear blue more often. I don't have that many blue. I had a shitload of blue clothes, and as y'all see, colors I need more. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Ramel Castro says Coney Island not soft. Yeah, I don't know who said Coney Island was soft. Shout out to Marlboro Projects. I don't think anybody said that. You talking about because dude was upset or angry? Yeah, nah. Who said Coney Island was soft? I don't consider it's in Brooklyn. Where in Brooklyn is it actually soft at? Anyway. All right, let's get to it. So I want to say this real quick, getting back to our topic, getting back to our conversation. I didn't want to cut dude off, but that's not what we're talking about today. Seth says, God bless you. Was in the hospital yesterday. Feel better today. Very happy to start my morning off being educated by an intelligent man with knowledge and wisdom and understanding and life experience. I appreciate you. Salute. So hold on. Let's get to this real quick. No one is saying that hip hop was started by anyone, because what I'm trying to explain to you is at the creation of hip hop, there was a lot of different cultures, not just black people. For us to keep thinking that black people were the sole creators of hip hop is incorrect. Dance is a part of hip hop. There wasn't that many black niggas dancing, fam. Graffiti is a part of hip hop. There wasn't that many black graffiti artists. A lot of graffiti artists was Puerto Rican, Dominican. A lot of graffiti artists were Eastern European. That's Russian, right? Well, from Russia. A lot of graffiti artists were Puerto Rican, Dominican, from Russia, Eastern European. Hip hop wasn't just created with black people. The problem is, if you don't live in New York City, you wouldn't know that. If you wasn't around during the 80s, you wouldn't know that. Every time I hear somebody try to make it seem like black people own hip hop, I get extremely, I'm not going to say upset, but it's disturbing because, first of all, the main thing that hip hop is used for nowadays is to pass negativity around. I don't want that to be our legacy. I will say this though, pay attention. If it wasn't for rap, hip hop would have never branched out and turned into what it turned into. 100. She was alone all this time. I would 100% agree with that. If it wasn't for rap, hip hop wouldn't have turned into. But I need for y'all to understand, when you went to these jams and you saw these break dancers weren't necessarily black. The majority of the break dancers out there were not black. When you went and you saw niggas tagging, the majority of the people that you seen tagging was not black. They just weren't. A lot of these dudes that were rapping that y'all think is black, they're not even black, fam. They just dark skinned. And they don't have a fucking accent, or you just didn't hear them speaking Spanish. Morning, my brother. I'm telling you. Morning, my brother. A lot of these dudes, morning, my brother. All right. A lot of these dudes that y'all heard making music, fam, just so we can be clear, Kool Herc had the first known jam that we actually signifies as the creation of hip hop. He wasn't a black American. Good morning. He wasn't a black American. I'm going to say that again for the people that don't get it. Kool Herc, the individual that is known for having the first hip hop jam, right? That's when we signify the creation of hip hop, right? He wasn't a black American. He was Caribbean. That part. So can we stop using this as a way to try to divide each other? I don't think it's important who started hip hop. I don't even think that's important. But I remember going to the parties. I remember going to the jams. And I remember in the Bronx, there being a menagerie of different people there. A lot of different kinds of people there. Not just black people. Have you been to the Bronx? Do you know how Puerto Rican and Dominican the Bronx is right now? How Spanish the Bronx is now? It was more Spanish in the 80s. Fam, I went to a school. I need for you to understand what I'm trying to explain. In my elementary school, I don't think I ever had more than 3 other black kids in my class. Males. I went to my elementary school in the Bronx. It's 1 through 6. I don't think I ever had more than 3 other black kids in my class. Males, black males in my class. I just think y'all just don't understand how culturally diverse the Bronx is. And that's why hip hop had to come from the Bronx, because it had to come from somewhere that was so culturally diverse that they used so many different elements to create a thing. I got another example for you real quick. Did you see the first black rappers? The Marley, not Marley Marl. Name some of the first black rappers from the early 80s. Just name them. And then I want y'all to go look at a picture of them. Wasn't nobody dressing like that, fam? So where did we get our drip from? Wasn't nobody running around with the damn dressing like them niggas? I'm just keeping it a stack. Wasn't nobody dressing like them niggas, fam? I'm not gonna lie, Run DMC killed the game. When Run DMC came out, everybody started dressing like Run DMC. If you wasn't there, you don't know. But before Run DMC, fam, if you wasn't there, you don't know. When Run DMC came out, when Run DMC came out, everybody was dressing like them, fam. They was the new standard. I have a feeling like dude came over here and wanted to talk. Like he was talking to me, trying to tell me I'm not a tough guy. Because apparently, even though I mind my business all the time and I'm trying not to never get into no conflict, whenever somebody comes to me and talk crazy and I talk crazy back to them, they're like, oh, you think you a tough guy? No, nigga, leave me alone. Good morning. No, nigga, leave me alone. Nobody talking about I'm a tough guy. You think you're a tough guy? I'm over here minding my business. Seth says, most of the Hasidic Jewish community has grown up since the beginning of the projects, always lived and functioned well next to African Americans. They work well together. One hand was the other. I'm going to agree with you. Hip hop wouldn't have, rap music wouldn't have turned into what it did if not, good morning. Rap music not have turned into what it turned into if not for the Hasidic community. And that's a fact. That's not even cap. That's a fact. Sheesh, mommy. That's a fact. I doubt that Cornbread was the first graffiti artist, but I wouldn't know that. Good morning. But I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know who the first graffiti artist was. I do know what place got known for graffiti, and it wasn't Philly. Morning. It was New York City. We got known for graffiti. I do know that. I do remember every single train having graffiti across the bitch. I do remember everywhere that you went in the Bronx, because I was a kid. I was in the Bronx. I do remember everywhere that you went in the Bronx had graffiti there. I do remember every time I left the Bronx and went somewhere else, graffiti was so prevalent, it was more of a surprise to not see any than to see some. You understand? And then you got to know the artists because these dudes went and tagged everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? They climb up on the side of a damn building and they'll have their graffiti. I'm gonna show you something real quick, right? So I'm about to show you this building, right? You see the top of this building over there? They will have graffiti at the top of the fucking building on the side right there where there's no windows or nothing. Graffiti would be there. I'm not trying to argue who is or isn't the beginning of whatever with you, fam. I'm not doing that. All right? Because if you really want to do that, we could say calligraphy was the first form of graffiti, and calligraphy existed before America. So you don't want to do that with me, fam. Copy? And we want to start being pedantic. You don't want to do that with me, fam. Look at microphone check. Okay, I'll check it out. You don't really want to do that with me. Calligraphy is the first form of graffiti. Calligraphy existed before America. So how about that? You really want to do this with me? You really want to do this with me? Now, was calligraphy considered hip hop? No, it isn't, is it? But it was graffiti. What's up, gentlemen? It's coming along. Talking about hip hop and hip hop this morning, just with the creation of it and stuff like that. Oh yeah, nah, I'm doing good. I'm doing well. How you doing? You doing good? Yes, sir.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Nah, no, zero hard feelings.
You know, like, stop talking. I'm like,
I just don't like to argue.
we're not gonna argue.
All right, I don't got nothing to get you. I just don't like to argue. So whenever I think that there's gonna be an argument, I just avoid the individual. But no hard feelings at all. Yeah, no hard feelings. Because I walked past him this morning, I ain't say nothing to him. So he probably think I dislike him. I don't dislike him. I just don't want to argue. And I know he gonna want to argue, and then he gonna want to argue about the Bible, and then he gotta blaspheme, and I don't want to help him blaspheme, so I don't want to do that. You understand what I'm saying? We're wrong whenever we put people in a position where they're gonna blaspheme God. We're wrong. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't got no beef with the dude or nothing like that. Morning, gentlemen. Chilling. So I don't got no beef with the dude or nothing like that, but I don't want to argue. I don't do that. I keep trying to explain that to y'all. I think people just be thinking I'm lying. I don't do the arguing thing. I just rather never speak to you again. I'm fine with that. In any regard. So shout out to KRS-One. KRS-One spoke up for our Latin brothers and let everybody know that they were a part of hip hop. They were a big part of hip hop. They were a big part of creation of hip hop. I mean, I don't even know how better to explain it as to say, I went to a school in the Bronx. I don't think in my elementary school, I don't think I ever had more than 3 other black males in my class. More than my brother. All right, salute. The Bronx is heavily Latin. So if hip hop came from a place that's heavily Latin, how can only black people have been the creation of it? You understand? That don't make sense. Also, in addition to that, and this is another point that I'm always trying to explain to people, there were people who you think is black because they're dark. But at that period in time, you know, it was, I'm not going to say shamed, but if you spoke Spanish and English, you spoke English. You understand? Unless you was at home. When you was at home or you was with your family, you spoke Spanish. But when you came out into the public, you spoke English because people was, you know how you got them fucking Karens running around talking about speak English. It was bad. I'm just telling you how it was. It was bad. So you got to remember, all my friends was Puerto Rican and Dominican. So when I went anywhere, I went places because I had no family. So when I went anywhere, I went with them. You understand what I'm saying? I went with them. And they would literally tell, like, there's a reason why I'm so against racism of any kind. You know, just of any kind. I had to watch my Puerto Rican, my best friend, his name was Freddie, right? Puerto Rican. I had another friend named Ernest. He was Puerto Rican, right? It was mixed. Freddie was like Puerto Rican and Cuban, and Ernest was like Puerto Rican and something else. So when we went places, especially with Ernest, because you know Freddie stayed close to home, but when we went places, like you can see, it was palpable. There was no Spanish speaking. You understand what I'm saying? Just didn't do it. Because even black people will have a problem with Latin people speaking Spanish. Like if you went to like, I don't know. No, you have to go to deal with some kind of bureaucracy of some kind. You have to go like somewhere to go do a thing. You understand what I'm saying? I can't even explain to you how often I would be places like, you know, waiting in line, and there'll be somebody up there, and the person that's waiting on the individual, they don't really speak Spanish, and they're not patient. You know what I'm saying? They're like, speak English. So it's not what you think it is. You understand what I'm saying? I'm explaining this. That's why I do not fuck with racism of any kind. Good morning. Just staring. I just say, okay. That's why I don't fuck with racism of any kind, of no kind. And I know how it feels to know that people are good people. What up, Motivational Solutions? I know how it feels to know that a person is a good person. You know it. It's not a question. But then when people that don't know them interact with them, they interacting with them like they the problem. But you know this person. You understand what I'm saying? In any regard, anything else y'all want to talk about this? Do y'all want to move on to the Alpo trial, Trump or Biden? I got a little bit to say about everything. Also, there's supposed to be like a parade going on somewhere out here today. It's supposed to be like at 10 o'clock. I probably should have walked down the block and found it, but I didn't. Well, the kids didn't tell me the actual street it was on. They just said 28th. That's it. So they didn't even tell me what street people were going to be doing the parade down. Give me 1 second. I needed a little bit more fucking weight in the cup. Hell, my first girlfriend was Puerto Rican. Heck yeah. That's the first time I shot my shot. I hit too. Good morning. I was in first grade, nigga. Shout out to Millie. Shout out to Millie. I was in first grade. My first girlfriend was Puerto Rican. I scooped her up, and then I think that's how I met Freddie and shit. Because that was his cousin. My first girlfriend was Puerto Rican. I hit my first. Shout out to Kyra Knows. Says good morning. Good morning to you, baby girl. All praises to the Most High. That's a fact. I don't remember how she looks, but I'm really into cute girls, so I'm assuming she was a little cutie. Your parents' first date was to go see the movie West Side Story. How did that turn out? Oh man, it's funny. Damn, when was the first time I dated a black? I don't even think I had a black girlfriend until I was like in high school. Not that I probably couldn't have. I mean, I probably could have, but I was a little shy nigga. I was dating the chicks that was coming up to me and talking to me. I was a little shy nigga. Remember, I grew up by myself. They ended up having triplets. Shout out to that. Good morning. Excellent. Having a beautiful day. And shout out to that movie. The next time I go out on a date with a chick, good morning, my brother. All right. Next time I go out on a date with a chick, I got to make sure we go see one of those West Side Story movies. I can use some triplets in the oven somewhere cooking up. What the fuck are you talking about? The hell? Good morning. Chilling. Hey, wait. Yes, all of the things. The dog waved at me. Or the dog did a thing. You know, you could say it was waving. In any regard. All right, let's move on. What y'all want to talk about? Trump, Biden, or Alpo trial? Put it in the chat. What y'all want to move on to? I want to talk about what you guys want to talk about. If y'all let me go first, I'm probably going to talk about some Biden shit. So what do y'all want to talk about? Probably going to hit y'all in the head with some Biden shit real quick. Good morning. Good morning. She likes me. I'm like probably going to hit y'all in the head with some Biden shit real quick. I got a question. This is a real question, right? This is for all of the people that are dead set on voting Democrat. I got a real question. Remember when they told y'all that Trump was going to start World War III? So Russia has just, oh, y'all want to do Biden first? Okay, hold on. I mean, y'all want to do Alpo first? Give me 1 second. Let me just finish my thought. Remember when they said Trump was going to start World War III? I got a question for you. I got an observation. So what ends up happening is Biden tells the Ukraine that they now are okay to use the American-made weapons and shoot it, good morning, and shoot it at Russia, correct? Russia then decides they're going to take their military and move their nuclear submarines within striking range of America. What the hell do you think is going to happen when Ukraine shoot missiles at Russia? And whose fault do you think it is? Because y'all dead set on voting for Biden, and I don't understand why, and I need an explanation. What do y'all think is going to happen when the Ukraine shoot those American-made missiles at Russia? What do you think is going to happen? That's 1. 2. What do you think America or Biden has just turned Ukraine into? Ukraine is basically our 52nd state, right? Right after Puerto Rico, right? We're funding them, aren't they? Aren't we? We're giving them billions of dollars to run their country, right? And to just give to their citizens. Because apparently, the Ukrainian people are getting a stipend every month. You know, the same stipend that they refuse to give us over here in America. How are they able to get this stipend? Because of the monies that Biden is sending to Ukraine. So I need an explanation on why you niggas want to vote Biden back into the office so bad. I just need a sheesh. Good morning. So I need an explanation or why you niggas want to vote Biden back into the office so bad. I'm not trying to hate on the Ukraine. We're not doing that. But what we are saying is, why don't Biden care about the American people more than he care about the people of another country? Why does Biden care more about people who are entering America illegally than he cares about the people who were born here? So every single person I hear saying that they're going to vote for Biden, fam, I just don't have any respect for your intelligence at this point. Saying that you hate Trump isn't enough for me. Not liking Trump isn't enough for me. Before we knew how terrible Biden was going to be as a president, I can deal with that, even though I knew he was going to be terrible. But now that we have actually gotten 3 going on 4 years, 3.5 years of Biden, and we see exactly what Biden is up to and what Biden is doing, any rational human being should understand that the American citizens should not be voting for this guy. And I'm about to tell you the wildest thing about all of this. You heard? He's not about to be voted out of office because of black people. He's about to be voted out of office because white people ain't gonna vote for him. You better hold on to that. Seth says, Alpo, I just heard Trump talk mad ish about Biden, Wisconsin rally. He spoke about something that actually matters to me. What did he speak about? Put it in the chat. Nah, they got us believing that just because we black, we don't got no choice but to vote Democrat. That sounds like slavery to me. That sounds like we living on the plantation. That's what that sounds like. So we black, if we vote, we have to vote Democrat. If we don't vote Democrat, then we can't vote. The fuck is you talking about? But they got us hypnotized. You understand? I mean, I would rather hear about the criminal justice system instead of politics. Yeah, we can talk about the criminal justice system. Let's talk about Alpo. Let's talk about Alpo. Come on, let's go. I met one of his relatives in court. Cool dude. We're gonna try to get him on the program. Cool guy. We're gonna try to get him on the program. It's always up in the air because these dudes don't always want to talk to the media because you don't never know. Good morning. You don't never know who you're talking to. So once again, shout out to the fact that these people be doing research on me and see that whenever I'm talking about any court cases, I'm always fair. Stay hydrated. All right, I'll stay hydrated. You got something on the water? Throw it in the Cash App. Everybody, if you are liking the show today, you can always pull up to the Cash App, Super Chat, and or PayPal. Somebody put my Cash App in the chat, please. So, shout out to the fact that even when these dudes meet me in real life, I'm not talking about the Alpo case. It was a different trial that we were covering. Even when these dudes meet me in real life, and they meet me, and they might be like, I don't know if I like this nigga. And they do actual research on how I cover the cases, they always have to come back. And you'd be surprised at how many times people say, well, I heard some bullshit about you. I also saw your content and I see that them niggas was lying. You'd be surprised at how often I hear that. So shout out to the people that actually listen to the content, go through the content, and instead of just listening to what people that I hate and got to say about me. Shout out to them. Good morning. Shout out to them. But once again, you'll be surprised at how often I actually speak to these individuals, family members that be on trial, and they say that they appreciate the coverage that we give on these cases because I'm always fair. I'm never biased. You know, even when it don't turn out well for them, you know. Even when it don't turn out well for them, I'm never biased. I'm always fair. So let's talk about the Alpo situation real quick. We had an individual pop up in the chat the other day, and basically what they said is that Alpo's brother Danny, I mean not Alpo's brother, sheesh, fam, that Danny Parker was snitching on his brother Shaquem Parker. I do not know this to be a fact. I will lay down a couple of things real quick. Good morning, my brother. All right. That's just bad, fam. She got that 1970s beauty going on. That's a fact. That might be some of the best beauty. So hold on. Let me lay some stuff out for y'all real quick. I got to keep hitting the button to make sure I see all the comments. So let me lay some stuff out for you real quick. So allegedly, and I'm not saying that this is a thing that's true or not, but allegedly the person who's currently on trial for the murder of Alpo Martinez, allegedly his brother is snitching on him. The guy that's on trial is Shaquem Parker. His brother is Danny Parker. Now, there's a couple of things that I want to say to lend to this idea. I'm not saying that it's a thing that's true, just so we can be clear. But apparently he can't testify. And apparently he's not also being charged with Shaquem Parker, even though they're saying that he was an accomplice. They're saying that he was the lookout. So that makes him an accomplice. If he was the lookout and he's an accomplice, then he should be getting charged with Shaquem Parker, correct? Put it in the chat. I want to know what y'all guys think about that. Okay. I'm going to say that again for the ones that didn't hear. So allegedly, and we got this off the internet, just so we can be clear, a person got interviewed, and during their interview, they said that they heard that his brother's snitching on him. So Shaquem Parker is on trial for the murder of Alpo Martinez. When he was doing this particular murder, one of the things that happened was allegedly, when he was allegedly doing this murder, one of the things that allegedly happened was his brother was allegedly the lookout. His brother is Danny Parker. Now, they said in court that Danny Parker can't testify. They also said in court that Danny Parker, well, they didn't have to say it. He's currently not on trial. He should be on trial with him, correct? Because that would make him an accomplice, correct? But he's not on trial with him, and the court said that he cannot testify. He cannot testify. So that kind of lends, good morning. So that kind of lends to the idea that he might be speaking to the government. I'm not saying that he is, just so we can be clear. There was a dude that went on a social media platform and said that. I'm not saying that. But I do want to add a little bit more context. I keep telling y'all, stop committing these weirdo ass freaking crimes, fam. Also, just so we could be clear, allegedly he killed Alpo for no real reason. Like there was no real reason. It was over like a traffic infraction or something. They were arguing over traffic or some shit like that. It wasn't like there was no real beef, allegedly. There was no real argument, allegedly. So I'm adding a little bit more context to y'all. You know how I'm always telling y'all, snitches is everywhere. And the main niggas that be snitching be the niggas that's in the mix with y'all. It don't be that random nigga that's a regular dude trying to live his life. Leave those people alone. Stop getting involved with people and having all types of different weirdo beefs with a nigga, and you know he just a regular 9-to-5 worker. You know that he just entrepreneur somewhere trying to get his shit off of the ground. You know that he don't be out here committing no crimes. You know he's minding his business. You know he's just like a basketball player or some shit. He's just a regular dude. Stop getting into all of these issues with these niggas. Just why are you supposed to be a real street nigga and you busy beefing with a nigga that's minding his business? Real street niggas don't do that. Fam, I don't know where y'all got all of this weirdo ass conversation from. I'm gonna tell you what happened. There's a lot of people who are just suckers. And when they get older, they always lived in the hood. So now them niggas over there and them niggas over there don't know they're not a street nigga. Those niggas over there might know, but those niggas over there and those niggas over there don't know he's not really a street nigga. He's just a nigga in the hood. So now that nigga get away from them niggas that know he's not a street nigga, and he go hang out with them niggas over there that don't know he's not a street nigga. And then he try to act like he a street nigga. So he can try to get his street nigga clout up with these niggas. Because those niggas know he's not a street nigga. Now I'm gonna say this. We're not doing this. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and I want this to be clear. Real street niggas ain't out here just starting random problems with niggas. Because random problems bring police. They not doing that. Random problems mess up the money. They not doing that. So now you see somebody out here in the street trying to start random problems, they is not a real street nigga. Don't let them niggas lie to you. Don't let them lie to you. They are not. They just some nigga who still live in the hood, and there's nothing wrong with that. They just think that there's something wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with living in the hood, fam. Somebody got to live in the hood. Why not me and you? So I say a lot to say this. When that police officer got on the stand and said that homeboy was known by the 32nd precinct, and he also, Danny Parker, and he also not only said that homeboy was known by the 32nd precinct, he said that when he arrested him, the commanding officer in the building asked to have a meeting with him. Fam, where do they do that at? Where when you get arrested and they bring you to the police precinct and you in the cell, do they just take you out of the cell and take you to the highest freaking officer in the building to go have a meeting? Morning, my brother. Where do they do that at? They did that to Danny Parker. Where do they do that? Everybody's always mimicking me out here. Like, they just hate me, fam. I'm not going to stop being me, though. I'm not going to stop being me. I don't care how much you hate it. That's what people do. They try to criticize you so you stop being you. You understand what I'm saying? I just see people criticize me. I just decide I'm never going to talk to you. And that's how we do it. I say, all right, fuck it. You don't like me. I don't got to. That's another person. I don't have to deal with your bullshit. I'll do it. I ain't going to argue with you. I'm going to do zero arguing, fam. Morning, gentlemen. All right. Hey, you saying what's up to the other guy, too? Yeah, I'm going to do zero arguing, fam. Morning. So where do they do that at, fam? So that's what the police officer said happened. Maybe there's a reason for that. I don't know the reason. But good morning. But as far as I know, when you get arrested, it's not normal for the highest ranking officer in the building to want to have a sit-down meeting with you when you just get arrested for a random thing. He had bad plates. He was double parked. So you had bad plates and you was double parked, and the police pulled up on you and ended up arresting you. Y'all better wake up, fam. Better wake up. Better wake up. Y'all mad at all of these police officers because y'all go to jail. Y'all mad at all of these judges because y'all go to jail. I'm telling you right now, they couldn't solve most of these crimes unless they had somebody helping them on the inside. Most of these crimes they wouldn't be able to solve, fam. Stop committing crimes with niggas. Figure out a different way. Stop committing crimes with niggas, fam. Sheesh. It's too early to be drinking, fam. Right? Stop committing crimes with niggas, fam. I don't know what else to tell y'all. Because if what they said is correct on the Instagram, on the YouTube page, if what they said was correct on the YouTube page, I'll tell you what happened in 2 seconds. If they said what they said is correct on the YouTube page, and in addition to what they saying being correct on the YouTube page, we're gonna put that also to what happened in court. There's a really good reason to believe, whether it's true or not, there's a good reason to believe that Shaquille's brother is snitching on him. I don't know whether that's true or not, and I'm not saying that it is. I just want to be clear on this. But he has an accomplice. He has an accomplice who they have deemed it an accomplice. It's bad. So he has an accomplice who they have deemed an accomplice, but they're not charging him, and the person is also not going to testify. My question is the person still alive? That's my question. Because the only way that I know for that to make sense is if the person wasn't alive anymore. Other than that, I need somebody to tell me what's going on. And try to stop trusting most females in respect to Pop Smoke situation. With respect to the Pop Smoke situation, most of us heard about that one. Just like the young bird. Correction, listen. I don't know what you mean by correction, listen. So, dude right here was so busy looking at me. Yeah. Dude right here was so busy looking at me what I was doing when he was pulling in. He fucking crashed his car with this damn thing over here. Yeah. So. He was just staring dead at me. I was looking and doing it. Just staring dead at me. He crashed his car. That's why you heard me ask him, is it bad? He said it's not bad though. He crashed the front of his car into this shit right here. You see that lip? Yeah, he's so busy staring at me. Yes, Seth Triple. Young Berg did say that he got set up by the same chick that is currently, I believe, that got arrested for the Pop Smoke situation. Not the one that he was in the hotel with. Not the one he was in the jump off with, the one that got arrested. Yeah, he did say that. But that's another reason why I'm always cautious about who I deal with. So we should always be a little bit cautious about who we deal with. Like, I'm really cautious. You understand what I'm saying? I'm super cautious. You know, we live in a different day and age now. We live in the day and age of, you know, you date a person, and if it don't work out, they can't just go about their business. You understand what I'm saying? They got to try to ruin your reputation. They got to try to attack you, do all types of different shit. So that's what makes me cautious. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm cautious. But it's a different world nowadays. People, they don't have the same. It's a different day and age, fam. I don't know what to tell you. It's just different. But I agree with you. Young Berg told everybody. But they are all passing around. Yep. Morning. They all passing around the same women, though. You know that, right? Like in hip hop, we're going to get back to the Alpo, but I want to say something. In hip hop, they all passing around the same women, fam. The same women. They all passing around the same women. All of them. And some of these women turn into rappers and some of them don't. Morning, brother. They all passing around the same women because they know that these women are safe. You understand? The majority of these women that live in our hood, they probably wouldn't be able to get into that type of circle. You understand what I'm saying? Because these guys got a lot of shit to lose. So they're not just really messing with any old thing. And I'm not trying to disrespect women by saying any old thing. I mean by they'd rather deal with a woman they know dealt with this guy and that guy and that guy, but didn't spread their business out. Didn't try to do no weirdo shit to them. That's why you got a lot of chicks that got 3-4 different kids got kids by like 3-4 different rappers. You think that's by accident? That rapper might be wanting to have a child and might be looking at her and saying, I like the way that you are a mother to the child. I like the fact that, the dude that, is your baby father, he doesn't get any problems from you. I like that. You know what I'm saying? So you know what? I'll be your next baby daddy. This is how this shit is happening. That's why you got women that got like 3, 4, 5 different baby fathers. 2, 3 different baby fathers, and they all rappers. Because they know that if they go have a kid with that woman, then there's a lot of problems that they're not going to have. They're not going to have to deal with. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's generally how men are in general. That's generally how we are. When we have the means to be able to choose a good child a good mother for our child, that's literally what we're going to do. When we have the means to go and get into a relationship with a non-problematic woman, that's literally what we're going to do. Literally. Morning, my brother. So that's why you got a lot of rappers. You got like one woman and she got like 3 kids by like 4 different got like 4 kids by like 3 different rappers. That's why. That's literally why. Especially since most of these niggas is gay anyway. So they're not even really looking for a relationship with a woman. They're not looking to marry a woman. Now, with that being said, your man, what's Cardi B's husband? Offset allegedly just got some chick pregnant. You could not like what I'm saying, fam, but that don't make what I'm saying wrong. You get it? I wouldn't be surprised if Cardi B was like, she didn't want to drop no more kids right now, and they went and found basically a surrogate. Good morning. Morning. I wouldn't be surprised. Cardi B don't want to have no more kids at the moment because remember, every time they get pregnant and have kids, that kind of hurts their ability to go tour, depending. That hurts their ability to go do this, go do that. Why do you think Rihanna isn't dropping any freaking music right now? But if I was Rihanna, I'd never drop another album. I'd never drop another album. She doesn't need to. She has enough hits to go on tour whenever she want to go on tour. And she's rich outside of, she's well off outside of hip hop. I'd never drop another album if I was Rihanna. Never. Who you dropping an album for? Do y'all understand the stress they go through when they're making an album? You heard about them Diddy parties. Do you understand what they're doing when they're putting these albums together? I never make another album. Shorty on the corner right there, hair is bananas. Is that hers or a wig? I have no idea. Either which way, the hair is bananas in a good way. I was Rihanna, I never drop another album. Never. There's no need to. Go build your family. Because as long as she keeps building her family, God is gonna start blessing her like crazy. Because God blesses women that go have babies. So God is gonna start blessing them like crazy. I know that sounds kind of fucked up to a lot of people that's gonna be like, women's libs, women's rights. Go read a Bible. And you'll understand what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with me trying to take rights away from a woman. A woman's legacy is what she leaves behind as far as family. Her kids, her grandchildren. That's a woman's legacy. A man's legacy is the thing that he builds and he creates and leaves to those children, leaves to that woman. That's a man's legacy. A woman's legacy is the family she creates. Good morning. Michael Jordan and especially LeBron could have left early and kept their legacy. What is it? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. What is it? He decided to try out baseball. Jordan got banned from the NBA. That's what really happened. Jordan was gambling and the NBA banned the nigga. And then what happened was the numbers for the NBA games started going down so bad that they let him come back in the middle of his ban. He was banned for 2 years. They let him come back in the middle of the second year because the numbers in the NBA started going down so drastically. And the only reason why they let him come back, that's why I believe he ended up going and he ended up playing for Washington. Because I believe one of the things he had to do was play over a certain amount of time. He had to stay in the NBA. No, that's just, I don't know that to be a fact. I've heard that places, and this is also just something that I believe. We're going to move down while this lady is smoking her cigarette. The lady came and just sparked up a cigarette dead in back of me. We're going to move down and let her smoke her cigarette. So if you mean Jordan messed up his legacy by staying in the NBA longer than he should have, or Jordan messed up his legacy because he left, he didn't mean to leave. That nigga had a bad gambling problem. They've been telling you about Jordan's gambling problem for how many years now? He had a bad gambling problem. It was bad, fam. Morning, my brother. So he got in trouble for gambling. I don't, like, they didn't talk about it, but they can't get rid of him. It's fucking Michael Jordan. So they gave him a ban, and instead of him just, saying we banning Michael Jordan, they couldn't say that. He said, I'm going to take some time off. I believe the only reason why he played baseball was to stay in shape. That's it. Because if he would have took his time off and he wouldn't have did nothing, he would have not have been in shape to come back to basketball. So I believe the only reason he played baseball was so he could stay in shape. That's it. That's the only reason. Remember, the same person that owned the Chicago Bulls owned the White Sox. So I'm not saying, just so we can be clear, that he got banned for gambling. I'm saying that's the story that has been going around, and it's believable. He was at the height. He was at the peak of everything. Who the fuck decides they don't want to play basketball no more when they're at the peak of everything like that? You know what I'm saying? He was at the peak. And you know he was in his prime because when he came back, he was better than when he left. After this, he came back in the middle of one season. When the next season started, the next 3 years, he was still the best player in the NBA. So he did leave in the middle of his situation. And we go back over here. Homegirl sat down right in back of me. Shout out to her. She was smoking that cigarette. I'm like, nah, I'm fine. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I'm not in no rush. Wait, what our power look like? I'm not in no rush. Morning. Not in no rush. That nigga was about to get into the mean accident. He is almost pulled out dead in front of that bus. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. But as far as that Alpo situation goes, with his brother, I don't know if Shaquem Parker's brother is snitching on him or not. I haven't gotten the slightest idea. But a lot of what's being said lends to the idea, oh, he got his woman in the car with him. That's why he probably almost got into an accident. I don't mean to be a dick, but men, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Women feel his object is they. I don't. You know what I'm talking about. We love y'all though. We ain't got no other choice. I got all the vaginas. We ain't got no choice. What else y'all want to talk about? Come on. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. But I find that might be one of the most interesting things going on in that case. I don't know if dude is snitching on his brother, let's just be honest. But why isn't he a defendant and why won't he be on the witness list? Is he not alive anymore? Is he not alive anymore? Because, I mean, realistically, there's only two alternatives, right?
What's up, man?
They have a parade thing, right? The only reason why I'm not in a rush to go to the parade thing, I'm just gonna be honest with you. one of the LGBTQ community people that be out here trying to like do all of the weirdo shit to me, they the band people. That's why I'm not at the parade thing, and that's why I didn't go try to find it because I don't want to deal with them like that. You feel me? That's why we're not at the parade. I don't even know why they hate me. I'm not sure if they hate me because I'm or they hate me because I don't even sure why they hate me. I'm being honest with you. It might just hate me because of the random other reasons why everybody around here hate me. I have not the slightest idea. Good morning. So I'm not sure why they hate me, but it's either if God, I don't know. Maybe because of the random other reasons why people around here hate me, or they probably hate me because I'm straight. That's why they want everybody to think I'm gay. So then I guess they think if everybody think I'm gay, I don't got no choice. I'd rather die, by the way. So I got all the choices. 100% perfectly fine with dying instead of losing my soul. 100%. That's not even an option. Not even an option. Hey. This dude just standing over there yelling the whole time. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Other than that, I might get ready to get off. Yeah? All right? If the parade would have been coming down this street, I would have showed y'all it. I thought it might have been. But other than that, no. Oh, shit. Hold on. The dude showed up. He's playing some music. We can't let the music play. So give me a second and put it in the chat what y'all want to talk about. We still here. Dude just playing music, and I can't let it go over the live because then I'm going to get screwed over by YouTube. All right, so we're going to go walk off in a minute. We're going to see how long it's going to take him. We'll mute until he bounces because I can't play the music, as y'all can hear. I'm going to get hit by YouTube. There we go. It didn't mean any harm. Respect it. They didn't mean no harm. Anyway, what else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I wasn't even gonna do a live this morning. I ain't gonna lie to you. So yesterday I was playing like a shitload of basketball, and I woke up. All of my legs was, all the muscles in my legs was just, all the muscles in my legs was just like. So I didn't know if I was gonna even be able to move around. But the shit that kills me is this. So everybody is just like regular. Not everybody. Some of the people. They'd be like just regular walking on the block. Good morning. They'd be like regular walking on the block. And then they get right in front of me like the dude right there. Then they get right in front of me right here. And they become like super animated. Like, I don't get the shit. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right. I don't get it. Sheesh. I got some dude over there staring at me. I think he might be. What up, Maxwell? He's over there staring at me like he's trying to get my fucking attention. The fuck, nigga? I'm not in the dick. The fuck? This is what I mean by. And then if you approach these individuals and let them know you're not interested, now they want to be your enemy. Now they mad at you. Like, it's like, what are you gonna do? Now they mad at you like you did something wrong. All you was doing was being straight. I'm just, what the fuck? You know, he's walking over here. Good morning. What the fuck? This is what I mean, fam. I don't know. I'm not that attractive, fam. I'm regular, normal. I'm a normally attractive, average looking guy. I shouldn't have all of these fucking problems. Not these type of problems. If I have problems, they should be different. Fuck, fam. This is bananas. What? Have a blessed day, fam. Yes, sir. You do the same. There's wackadoos out here. Yeah, man. Yeah, so if I just mute it, that means that there's somebody playing music near us. So I just mute it. Yeah, wackadoos, man. Oh, you gotta replace that shit? He having a problem with his either his speaker or with his why didn't I say good morning to them? I was distracted. They look like nice people. She has the same flyer in her hand that that dude that walked past us had in his hand. That's probably why I didn't say nothing. I probably recognized it without even realizing that I recognized it. That's how the brain works. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We got 40 people in the room, man. Come on, what y'all want to talk about? Got to be at least one of y'all that got a topic y'all want me to discuss. What y'all want to talk about? What y'all want to talk about? Come on, put it in the chat. I'm not in no rush, but if we're not doing nothing, I don't know. I'm going to probably go back home. I'm not in no rush. Whenever y'all hear me mute, it's because somebody's playing music somewhere. So I mute the mic. Somebody call going on. In the call, by the way. You want to know another thing? I think the bait that a lot of these women throw out here is like the opposite of what I'm attracted to. I think I just like modest women. I'm not really into the women that come outside half naked. Like, that's not my thing. Like, I understand it's hot, you wear shorts or whatever. But the women that come outside like half naked, like, I'm into women that look like they, good morning. I'm into women that look like they have like people at home raising them. You know, no disrespect to nobody. Like, I'm not trying to, I know it sounds harsh or whatever the case is, but I think I'm just into women that are modest. I'm into modesty. You know what I'm saying? Because I know if I meet you, and when I meet you, you outside half naked, I can't ask you to not go outside half naked. That's how I met you. You was that person when I met you. I can expect for you to be different. You understand what I'm saying? Lead the conversation off, Maxwell. What do you have to say other than just, can we talk about World War III? What aspect of it would you like for us to discuss? There's a lot going on with that Putin situation. Yeah, I'm not really into that. Put up to the few. I'm not into that. I'm not into women that come outside with their whole stomachs and everything showing and their titties and everything showing. I'm just not into that. Like, how could I expect you to be classy if that's your, like, I want somebody to be classy. Yeah? When you open again? You ever hoop inside of Seagate? Come hoop inside of Seagate. All right? You know how to get in, right? I'm going to be out there today if you can make it. No, I didn't speak on the Secret Service guy getting robbed. So Biden's Secret Service dude got robbed, fam. Biden has a Secret Service guy. One of Biden's Secret Service dudes, good morning. One of Biden's Secret Service dudes got robbed. That's bananas. First of all, do y'all understand what it takes to be Secret? Good morning. Do y'all understand what it takes to be Secret Service? Like, Secret Service is like next level of you supposed to be a badass. How in the hell y'all niggas is getting robbed, man? Yo, that leads me to believe either they giving Biden bullshit ass Secret Service, or Biden is okay. So I'm gonna break it down. That's the way I can. So whenever you become a president, right, and other reasons also, but we talk about presidency. Once you become a president, you have Secret Service for life. You and your immediate family. Do you understand how many Secret Service people prefer to work for Trump rather than Biden? I'm gonna say this again. Do you understand how many Secret Service prefer to not work for Biden? Did you hear about Biden's dog that was just biting Secret Service people? I think they bit like 12 to 13 different Secret Service people. Or there was 12 to 13 different instances where Biden's dog was biting people. Right? So I think Biden just has the bullshit Secret Service dudes. Because don't nobody want to do work for him. Good morning. Yes, ma'am. Have a blessed day. Yes, happy today. I don't celebrate secular holidays. Stop doing that. Yeah, stop doing that. Stop celebrating these secular holidays. Think about how they always want to give black people a holiday, but they don't want to give us reparations. They always want to give black people like a name of a street after some shit, but they don't want to give us anything that we could build. What's up, my brother? All right. What's up? They always want to give us some kind of street name, but they don't want to give us anything that we could build generational wealth for our families. So stop accepting all of that bullshit. If they're not going to do something for real, they ain't doing nothing. Good morning. Love the outfit, by the way. I said I love the outfit, by the way. Killing it. So yeah, I think Biden just got bullshit Secret Service guys. I think he just got the bull. Oh, that dude's selling something. I think homeboy's selling something. Yeah, so I think Biden just got the bullshit ass Secret Service people. That's all I think that is. It's not more than that. He just got bullshit Secret Service. Because his dog kept biting everybody. So niggas is like, I don't want to accept that excitement. You understand what I'm saying? What are you gonna do when the president's dog bites you? You can't do nothing but accept it. You can't kill the dog. Good morning. So that's what I think is going on with that. Biden guy got robbed because his Secret Service detail was probably messed up. Remember, they tried to take Trump's Secret Service detail away from him. They want to kill Trump. They want to assassinate that brother. Good morning. Okay, have a blessed day. Remember, the Democrats are doing all of the shit that they said Trump was going to do. Every last reason why they told you should not vote for Trump, they're doing everything that they accused Trump of getting ready to do. So that's what I mean by, how can you still want to vote for Biden? How can you still want to vote Democrat? They're literally out here doing every last thing that they told you was a reason why you shouldn't vote for Trump. They're doing all of those things. Every single negative thing that they said damn near was going to happen if you voted for Trump is happening because you voted for Biden. So I don't understand how anybody vote. I don't get it. I think their whole thing is that they really do think that we stupid. That's it. They think that we stupid. They treat us like we stupid. And then they put some of us up on a pedestal, or they allow some of us to win, so then those individuals can keep the rest of us tricked into thinking Democrat is a good thing to do. Voting Democrat is terrible for everybody. Voting Democrat is terrible for everybody. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. No, do whatever you want with it. And for the people that say voting Biden or voting Trump don't matter, remember, and this is the main thing that I was telling y'all when Trump was still in office, before Biden got voted into office. The Republicans need for us to have money because they're getting paid by the individuals that want us to buy their products. So the Republicans need for us to have money. The Democrats need for us to be broke. Do y'all know who the first Republican president was? I'm going to tell y'all before somebody could Google. The first Republican president was Abraham Lincoln. Now, who was the president that freed the slaves? You trying to tell me the first Republican president was the president that freed the slaves? Abraham Lincoln gets assassinated. The person who takes his spot is a Democrat. What you know what the first thing that Democratic president tried to do? Reenact slavery. So people don't even be knowing what they voting for. They don't even know any history of anything. You understand what I'm saying? They don't know. They just, some random person told them this, and some random person told them that, and so they just jump on board because somebody said a thing. That's it. They don't even know. The first Republican president was Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln also was the individual that's freed the slaves. That's taken another step. So from Abraham Lincoln all the way up to Dr. Martin Luther King, black people were Republican. What the fuck happened to turn black people into Democrats? She bad. So stop believing that we gotta vote Democrat. That's all I'm saying. Vote for whatever you want to vote for. But stop believing that just because you black or because, good morning, just because you black or just because you're a minority, you have to vote Democrat. Stop doing that. You are not their slave, fam. Every time I hear that black people don't got no choice but to vote Democrat, the first thing that go through my head is, this nigga a slave. Good morning. This nigga a whole slave. He or she really believes they don't got no other choice but to vote Democrat. They don't have no choice. That sounds like some slave shit. Good morning. What else y'all want to talk about? Yeah, Biden's Secret Service guy, she bad. Biden's Secret Service guy got, she bad. See, that's what I want. She got regular clothes on, and you could tell she bad fuck. She don't have to be half naked. Like, that's what real fine is. I need to mute for a second. That's what real fine is. She don't have to be half naked. She don't have to be out here with all her titties and all of her ass. You could just look at her and say, she's attractive. But that works for me. You know, other guys want their woman to be outside half naked, you know? That works for them. We can have our preferences, you know? I know guys that don't care how, shorty dress. That's just fine with shorty coming outside showing everything. That don't make my way right. That don't make his way right. It just make it different. We got our own preferences. Damn. So these guys just walk by me like regular people. All right, we're out. The fucking muscles in my legs are so tight right now. I am not gonna cap to you. So I was playing yesterday basketball. I'm just gonna talk my shit at this point. So I was playing basketball yesterday, and I'm really one of those people that I don't play hard. Like I don't play hard. I'm a lot older now. I'm going out there. I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun, enjoy myself. I don't really play hard. I don't really want to get hurt or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out there and I'm playing. And I'm playing against this one kid. I can't remember his name at the moment. Probably wouldn't say his name because I'm not trying to. Every time I say somebody's name, they take it like whatever the worst way they could possibly take what I'm saying is. It's crazy. Like, so I'm not going to say the person's name anyway. So any regard, so we're playing basketball and I go make a move and I have a bad habit of, even though I can move faster than the defender, I'll just keep pace with them. So I won't really speed past them when I can sometimes. In any regard, so I go make a move and I go to shoot the ball and he plays a really good defense. He's able to, you know, because I didn't really try to blow past him. I don't know if I could have on that particular play, but in any regard, he plays really good defense. I go to bring the ball up. He hits the ball falls to the floor and I grab it because he knocked it out of my hand. And then he calls travel on me. And I said, but he hit the ball. He says, no, I didn't. So I'm like, you hit the ball, fam. So I feel myself, you know, feeling away because not, you know. So I was like, all right, let's shoot for it. So they said, all right. So we get the ball. I'm about to shoot for it. And right before I get ready to shoot, I'm thinking, you know what? I don't even want the ball. So I just throw the ball up at the rim. I turn around. I'm like, yeah, ball. Don't worry about it. And then after that, I began to clap this motherfucker. I just took the game seriously at that point. I took it personal. Ran them niggas straight off the court. Ran them off the court that game. And then the next game, ran them off the court again. Just took it personal. And I'm one of those players that I make other players around me better because I have a pretty decent IQ and I'm really good at passing. So when I start playing, other players also get activated if they busy. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm playing on a team with motherfuckers that's going to cut, with people that's going to go get open, with people that's going to set screens and stuff like that, and I feel like playing, I'm here, it's going to be a problem. Just start running them off the court. Just running them off the court. He hit the ball out of my hand, fam. I took that away. You know what I'm saying? Like, you calling me a liar, fam. Like, for a call? Like, we just out here having fun. This ain't for no money. We not under no whistle. We just out here having fun, fam. We trying to enjoy ourselves. You cheating? And he's some young kid, you know what I'm saying? Like 16, 17 or something like that. I don't know. Some young kid, probably 15, I don't know. Some young kid. Absolutely gave him a lesson. And then I left him wide open for threes, and he missed about six or seven wide open threes. Maybe more, but I'll just say 6 or 7. He missed almost every shot he took after that. Almost every shot. He just missed it. And I was just leaving him wide open. I wasn't even guarding him. I was pissed. Come on, lady. Come on, lady. Oh, there we go. We got some comments. It's looking bad. Trump probably can't stop it, but we do have time to question. What you mean Trump can't stop it? Andrew Jackson did not try to reestablish slavery. That's incorrect. Cite your source. You cite the source where he didn't try to reestablish slavery. You do know how You do know how debating works, right? You say that I'm wrong about something, and then you display how I'm wrong about it. Debating doesn't work. You say that I'm wrong about something, and then you tell me I have to prove myself to be right. Debating is, just so we could be clear, you say something, right? I say something, you tell me I'm wrong, and then you cite your source. This is why I kick people. You understand? I don't kick anybody because they're saying something different from me. I kick people because you can't come and tell me I'm wrong about something and then want me to prove your point. No, I don't have to prove your point. You got to prove your own point. Don't come in here and not be smart enough to prove your own point. So you're not smart enough to prove your own point? You want me to? So what is it? You just not smart or you lazy? It got to be one of the two. Right? You're telling me I'm wrong about something, but you either don't have the intellectual acumen to prove it, or you don't have the freaking the wherewithal to go find the freaking the post or whatever it is that's going to prove you to be incorrect and me wrong, right? Which one is it? You lazy or you just not intelligent enough? Now people are going to say I'm being rude. I'm not being rude. You want me to argue against myself? That sounds lazy. Or intellectually, how do you say? You don't have no intellectual integrity. That sounds like either lack of integrity or laziness. It's one of the two. Now look, they're not going to be able to come back and have any answer. Every single time these people try to tell me I'm wrong about something, they can never explain how I'm wrong about it. They can only say that I'm wrong about something and then try to want me to go try to prove how I'm right about a thing. No, you're saying I'm wrong about a thing. You prove your point. That's how debating works. Debating doesn't work. You say I'm wrong about a thing, then I have to prove how I'm right. That's not going to work. Just so we can be clear. That's not how that works. Got it? All right? Now you cite your sources on who taught you how to debate. How about that part? Who taught you how to debate? You cite your sources. How about that part? Now I'm listening. I'm waiting. I'm going to move on though. Just so we can be clear, I'm going to move on. All right? Because you're not going to be able to cite anything. You aren't going to be able to say anything. And you have no proof about anything. All you have is to say that I'm wrong. Now, what was the most important aspect of the conversation? Just so we could be clear. The first Republican president was Abraham Lincoln. Who freed the slaves? Good day. Love that umbrella. The first Republican president was Abraham Lincoln. So now who freed the slaves? So you're telling me up from Abraham Lincoln all the way up until Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., blacks were Republicans. What changed? What changed? I mean, I can tell you what changed, but do you even know what changed? You don't, right? You don't, right? You know what? I was gonna say I'm not even gonna tell you what changed because what difference does it make? But I'll tell you what changed. It's called Planned Parenthood. When Planned Parenthood came and they came into our homes and they started destroying our homes, black people went from being Republican to Democrat. So that should be an extremely big indicator So they got this thing going on. I don't think I'm gonna go. But shout out to the event people and the community, the people that run the community over here in CA. They're gonna have a movie night on June 29th. It's free, but there is a suggested donation, and with each donation, you'll be given refreshments. And they're gonna be showing the movie Jaws, Under the Stars. Shout out to that shit. I'm not gonna be there, so. But if anybody wants to go there, I guess you could go there and just badmouth me, because that's what people do anyway, right? Go get the place nice and filled up. I know people just gonna go there and talk shit about me and lie on me. Well, go get the place filled up so they could, at least their spot could be doing good. Niggas be trying to get you to argue against yourself. I'm just gonna kick you. I gave you a long enough time to respond back. You didn't respond back, so I kicked you. You most likely left. Pardon me. And just so we could be clear, if you made a statement like that and then you had to go look back and go find your sources and everything, why would you need to? Why wouldn't you just be able to? You the one that created the argument. Niggas is weird, man. Stop voting Democrat, man. And I'm not saying stop voting Democrat because the Republicans are the ones that freed the slaves. That would be ignorant. I'm saying stop voting Democrat because you shouldn't be voting Democrat or Republican. What you should be voting for is who is going to do the best policies for the people, for your home. That's what you should be voting for. Who's going to do the best policies for your home? That's who you should be voting for. You shouldn't be voting for Democrat. You shouldn't be voting for Republican. That's what you should be voting for. Who's going to do the things that's going to help your household? Y'all guys is voting for people who they're not doing anything to help your household at all, and you're voting for them because they're standing with it for an agenda. You're voting for them for all of these other reasons. Do you know how fucked the people in California is right now? Not only is crime as bad as it is in New York, if not worse. Not only is homelessness, and I think it's worse in California, by the way. Not only is migrant problem worse in California, right? Remember, Gavin Newsom, Democrat governor, but also in addition to all of these things being what they are, in addition to all of this, the dumbasses made minimum wage $20. So that means that a shitload of people got fired from their job because the company can't afford to keep you there. That means that a shitload of businesses closed because they literally couldn't afford to stay open because they got to pay fucking $20 an hour to all of their employees. So they couldn't afford to stay open. But you know who benefits? The McDonald's of the world. All of the big corporations of the world benefit. All of the mom and pop restaurants get ran out of business. I think that's the one big benefit that I have over a lot of people that might do this YouTube shit for a living. I grew up in, my father owned a business the majority of my life. I started working for him when I moved back, with them around the age of 14. So I understand you have to be able to pay the people that work for you. And I don't think individuals understand how big uh, payroll is to a small business. Like for a small business, payroll is a big deal. Y'all only think about these big corporations and y'all want to stick it to these big corporations and y'all want these big corporations to pay their fair share and all this other bullshit. Guess what? First of all, none of us should be paying income tax. How about that part? We're going to go stand over here. How about that part? I'm going to say that again to people that don't get it. None of us should be paying income tax. None of us. The number one reason why I think you should vote for, or at least consider voting for Trump, besides all of the other things that might be going on, the number one reason why I think that the regular normal taxpayer should consider voting for Trump is this. Pay attention. If Trump removes employer taxes, that means that you'll stop getting taxed on your money when you receive your check. Do you understand how much money that's going to put back into your pockets every year? Imagine not having to fill out a W-2 every year. So for all of you people that complain, morning, my brother, chilling. Nah, I'm just shooting my show. Oh, nah, sorry about that. I just do like a morning program, stuff like that every day. I usually go, if I'm not shooting it in the crib. No, the camera's facing me. So good morning. What's their names? Yeah. Oh, you thought I said what's your name? What's your name? I'm Jack. How you doing today, Maria? Oh, okay. I'm doing excellent. Oh, so they get those collars. Is that the collar so when they get lost, or is that the collar so it's like an electric fence? Oh shit. Hey, y'all in the wild stuff over there. Enjoy your day. She cute. So I just want to be clear about this. Take this into understanding. If Trump removes employer tax, that means that your check is going to stop getting taxed before you get it. That means that your money is coming to you. If he removes the other taxes, I'm sorry, I'm distracted. If he removes the other taxes, there we go. Good. He was playing his radio, and I don't know what they was talking about, so I didn't want to send it over to live. So if he removes employer tax, that means everybody's check is going to be better. If he removes the W-2, the reasons the income tax and all that bullshit, so we don't need W-2s. Do you understand how many more thousands of dollars is going to come into every single individual's pocket? I need for you to understand this. Republicans need for us to have money because Republicans need for us to spend money. They make their money different. Democrats, they need for us to be broke because Democrats like opening up clinics and like opening up funds and all of these other things that they can allegedly steal from. So they make their money different. You understand what I'm saying? I need for you to explain to me how Nancy Pelosi has a job where she gets paid less than $250,000 a year, but now she's worth like $100 million. I need for you to explain that to me if it's not through the nefarious reasons, if it's not through the outside forces and outside reasons. There's a law that I think needs to be made. And I think that the law needs to be is that no politician can get an annual income higher than the mean of whatever the place is that they got elected to. So if where you get elected to, the average income is $75,000, that means that politician shouldn't be able to make more than $75,000. If you get elected to somewhere and the average income is $36,000, then that politician shouldn't be allowed to make more than $36,000 from the government, whatever check they get from them. And I think that'll make these politicians work harder for the people, because now you want the people in your community to be doing well. Now you don't want to have all of this wanton violence, wanton drug dealing, wanton homeless people everywhere, because homeless people is going to average into to whatever the mean or whatever the average income for the individuals in the area is. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that's something that they should do. That's just my opinion. I think that whenever I'm sorry about that. I think that okay, I'm not even reading your comments. Your comments don't have nothing to do with what we're talking about. It's just ignorant. So just so we could be clear, and I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. If the politician can only make the median income of the constituents of the people that live inside of the area that he is, the politician for, then I think they'll work harder for the people. I think that there's no obligation for these individuals to work for the people. There's no obligation. They don't have no reason to want our lives to be better, especially when you deal with Democrats. Because what Democrats want to do, Democrats want to open up clinics in all of our neighborhoods. Democrats want to open up homeless shelters in all of our neighborhoods. They don't want to get people off of the drugs. They want to keep people in the manner of making it look like they're trying to help you get off of the drug, while in reality they're just getting you hooked to a different drug. They don't want to stop homelessness, because if they want to stop homelessness, there's ways to do that. There's so many. I used to do moving and storage for a living. There's so many empty apartments throughout New York City. It's absolutely incredible. If they really wanted to get rid of homelessness, right, they can do exactly what they're doing for the migrants right now. Why aren't they doing what they're doing for the migrants, for the people who are indigenous to America, indigenous to New York City? They could be doing what they're doing for the migrants right now, and they could be getting people in the homes. They can literally just do this, but they're not doing this. Instead, they're doing all of this for the migrants. They're doing all of this for the illegal immigrants. And who's doing this? The Democrats. The Republicans don't even want any part of this shit. Y'all do understand why the migrants was initially sent to New York City. Pardon me, I'm sorry, distracted. Y'all do understand why the migrants was initially sent to America, right? They were trying to bust them into places where the Republicans generally win at, because they want the migrants to go to those places where the Republicans win at and to vote Democrat, so they could try to take over those areas that were red and turn them blue. But what happened is the Republicans said, nah, we're not doing none of this, fam. And they started shipping those migrants out of their area, and that's why there is even sanctuary cities. Because then you had the mayor of New York City, the mayor of Houston, the mayor of Chicago, the mayor of San Francisco. What's up, my brother? All right, the mayor of San Francisco. They all said, you know what? We'll become sanctuary cities. You can ship the migrants here. Who do you think they were talking to? They were talking to the freaking Republicans that was removing the migrants from their area. That's what they was talking to. So the whole reason why the migrants even exist in New York, in America right now, is because the Democrats was trying to send the migrants here so they can go and have them go to places where the Republicans are winning at, so they could then go vote Democrat in red areas. That's why the migrants exist in America, for everybody that don't know. What up, D Candy man? Salute. How you doing today, my brother? Hope everything is going well with you and yours. Just so you know. Anything else y'all want to talk about or not? Anything else y'all want to talk about or not? It's hot as fuck out here. I am not gonna cap to you. Hey, I was busting a motherfucker ass yesterday though. I ain't gonna lie. Boy, you got me mad. You got me mad, man. He told me like act like I was like I got lack integrity, fam. You hit the ball out my hand, fam. You hit the ball out of my hand. I dropped it. I picked it back up. It was a good fucking play. I started cooking him after that. And playing with you. Start cooking him. Nah, I don't drink iced coffee. I've never had iced coffee. I've only had cold coffee. So whatever, however that goes. Start cooking him after that. Young boy. Sometimes you gotta cook these fools. Sometimes you gotta cook these fools, man. Start cooking them after that. Start cooking him. I start throwing him in the blender. Start cooking him after that. My knee is still messed up, so I really couldn't do what I wanted to do, but start cooking him after that. My knee is messed up, so I really couldn't really work the way I wanted to. Shit. We getting there though. We getting there. We getting there. Anything else y'all want to talk about or no? I'm already back at the crib. Boom. Just my knee is a little messed up. I'm gonna explain for the people that don't get what I'm saying. So when your knees is a little bit messed up, and you posting up, all of that shaking that you do, like, you know what I'm saying? Like all of that shaking, all of that movement right there, that messes with your knees a little. You know what I'm saying? So I don't do those moves no more. So like most of my back to the basket moves, and that's like a primary thing that I do nowadays. I don't really do them that much until my knees get a little bit, you know what I'm saying? My knees not hurting. On days my knees not hurting, I'll go to that. But on days that my knees hurting, I don't go to that. So that means I'm stuck doing other shit. One more thing. Depending on which knee is bothering me, how you doing? Depending on which knee is bothering me, you know when you see the guys doing this right here, when they like crossing like this, I gotta be able to explode. You understand what I'm saying? So I gotta be able to cross over and I gotta be able to explode. If my knees hurting, I can't explode. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times, you know, you get the advantage on the guy, but I don't have the explosion that I generally used to have right now. So I gotta wait for my knees. Like some days it's there, some days it's not. You understand what I'm saying? So some days my explosion is there. You know what I'm saying? Bang, bang. I'm gonna wait for the reach. As soon as you reach, we going. Then I'm gonna look back at you like this as I'm dribbling past you on purpose. I want to catch eye contact. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those guys. We doing this shit missionary style, fam. I'm gonna hit you with the crossover, and then as I get past you, I'm gonna be looking you in the eyes. Looking you dead in your eyes as I'm dribbling past you, just like this. 2-3 dribbles, bang, bang, and then I'm looking you dead in your eyes, man. It's gonna be a very intimate moment. It's gonna be a very intimate moment. Lateral movement. It's gonna be a very, very intimate moment. Very intimate moment. Yeah, your knees fuck up your lateral. When your knees is messed up, it messes with your lateral movement. That's a fact. It's gonna be a very intimate moment because you're gonna reach. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna put the ball dead in your face. It's gonna look like you could get to it. The instincts, you're not gonna be able to hold your instincts back, but for so long. Because you're gonna be in your brain, you're gonna be like, I know I better not reach. But it's gonna be right there. If you reach this way, I'm going that way. You reach this way, I might just take the crossover, and depending on if I want to go this way or not, I might just take the crossover and just one more pound to the dribble and try to get you to reach on the other side. But if not, I can also just go around you this way. It is what it is. You're gonna reach, and it's off to the races, and I'm gonna be looking back at you. It's gonna be a very intimate moment, I promise you. And then I might, like I said, it's not gonna just be I'm looking back at you, then I'm looking like this again. I'm not scared. I'm looking back at you. It's gonna be about 2 dribbles. Bang, bang. Usually, whoever it is that's on your team, they're gonna be like, oh, at the crossover, then they're gonna be like, oh, this nigga's disrespectful. They're not even gonna think about coming to get the steal. They're gonna be standing there like, oh, this nigga's so disrespectful. Looking right back at you. Bang, bang, bang. You know what that does? That makes it now so that I can get to my side step and to my step back and shoot the damn jump shot. You're gonna be scared to reach. So I got one of the kids that I work with, right? His name is Jason. So I try to teach them killer instinct. So the problem is that a lot of times kids don't know when they should go. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Like they don't know when. So whenever I see them playing and I see that he's in a moment, not just him, but all of the kids, but I just want to say something about him specifically. But when I see any of the kids in a moment where they should go, how can you tell me, how can you ask me how to play a game and then say you haven't heard of the game? Anyway, so whenever it's a moment, good day. Hello. Good morning. Whenever it's an instance where they should go, I yell, kill them. Because I want them to instinctually start knowing when they have either the mismatch or when they're in a spot where the defense can't get to them. You understand what I'm saying? When, you know, you shouldn't always go on your man. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be able to recognize when there's help defense there and they should not go. But instead of telling them when they should not go, I try to tell them when they should go. You know, so that could be hammered into their brain. So now when they start seeing instances where the help can't get there quick enough, you know, they just start going on their own. Anyway, every time I yell, kill him, he just be dribbling regular. He got his regular look on his face. I be like, kill him. He put on his angry face. I was like, yeah. He put on his angry face and he just started dribbling like, nah, nah, nah. And he was going. But when I say killing, they all do their thing though. You know what I'm saying? That's the part I like. You know what I'm saying? I like teaching. You know, that's one of the reasons why I love teaching. You know what I'm saying? You see, you know what I'm saying? Have a blessed day. Uh-huh. She a whole cutie. Yeah, that's why it's so important for God specifically to always have on knee braces. I try to tell these kids sometimes, you know, I don't really see any kids that use that much herky jerky movement where we're at. I don't teach that. Just so we can be clear, I don't teach that. I do it myself. I don't teach that. I do know a lot of them copy off of what they see because that's how we learn. That's how I learn. But you should always have knee and leg protection on whenever you're playing sports, even if you don't need any. You understand? You should always. If you know, I know a lot of point guards, and I'm just talking about just regular niggas too, that was like really badass basketball players when they was young, and now in their older years, like their knees is just absolutely ain't shit. And yeah, I'm gonna say herky jerky movement. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so happy that I've always played the way that I played. Whereas I could do all of the herky jerky movement, but what happened was there was a period of time where I just streamlined everything and I stopped doing the unnecessary dribbling and I just only dribbled to get to my spot. You know, and this happened early where I just dribbled to get to my spot and pull up. And that's why I gotta thank Michael Jordan. Because when I started copying off of his moves, you know, I started playing to get to a spot. Like it looks like I'm trying to drive, but I'm not. I'm just trying to get to that spot. And when I get to that spot, I'm gonna pull up. Same way Kobe plays. So, you know, I look like that's why when anybody that play basketball with me, they'll tell you I kill in the mid range. Because that's what it looks like. I take almost all of my shots from the mid range. I kill in the mid range. It looks like everything I shoot from the mid range go in. You understand what I'm saying? But that's because, you know, that's kind of the design of the way that I play, you know, especially, and since I play like that, I only have to, you know, get busy once or twice a game. Or you gotta, or the person has to know that I can. Like all they have to do is know that I do have a really good crossover, that I can do this, that I can do that. Then you don't have to do it every play. You could do it one play here, you know what I'm saying, 2 plays there, and then generally speaking, you can just play normal where you're just catching the ball, you know, shooting a 3, you know, over the shoulder, turning over the shoulder, you know, boom, turning over the shoulder, shooting, you know, turning over this shoulder, shooting. You understand what I'm saying? Basically, king of the court is when, depending on how you want to play it, you got people out there. Let's say we got 5 guys playing. There's a dude on the court. There's a guy with the ball. There's a defender. You know what I'm saying? Depending on if you're playing with an amount of dribbles or not, you might be playing with like they can only dribble the ball 3 or 4 times. I don't know, but you're playing with like an amount of dribbles or whatever. And basically, you score the basket. If you don't score the basket, you get off the court. If you score the basket, the defender gets off the court. You know what I'm saying? So even if you shoot and you miss, you get off the court. You know what I'm saying? The defender stays on the court. Not the defender has the ball. You understand? I used to I was working out with some people real long time ago. I was a kid. And one of the things that we was doing was, and this is why I think something happened where we was like arguing or whatever the case might be. And there was a motherfucker that we was like kind of like playing king of the court, but they didn't want to play offense. They just stayed on defense the whole entire time. You understand what I'm saying? So they just wanted to play defense. Guess who the person was? Sometimes you got to prove a point to people, man. Sometimes people be thinking, you know, sometimes you gotta prove a point. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Sometimes you gotta prove a point. Guess who the person was? There's nothing in the world like being the best defender on the court and also being the best offensive player on the court. When you're in a situation like that, like you feel so powerful. I guess I don't know no other way to put it, but you feel so powerful when you're playing on the court. You are the best offensive player on the court. Everybody knows it. You are the best defensive. You are the best defensive player on the court. Everybody knows it. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's just it feels so powerful. It's like, you know, what's up, my brother? It feels so powerful. You know what I'm saying? We're the best offensive player and the best defensive player on the court. It feels really powerful. It's really, I don't know how to explain it. Like if you've never been in that situation. Shout out to Malali's Park. It was a point in Malali's Park where I remember we used to play zone, right? So we play zone defense. So it was a point in Malali's Park where, you know, I'm a really good defender. And so I play up top at the guard, you know, 2 guards, 3 bigs. So I'm playing up top at the guard and they won't bring the ball to my side of the court. And if you passed it over there or brought it over there for any reason, the people on the team, on your team, will be cursing you out because that don't make sense. Because also, I probably stole it. You understand? And it's off to the races. So one of the things that I love to yell when we play man on man, and I'm really like feeling, you know, I'm feeling good, is my man's open. You know what I'm saying? And I'll step back because I can't get a steal if my man don't got the ball. It's harder for me to get a steal at least. So I'll step back off of my man and everything and yell, he's open, in hopes that they'll pass him the ball so I can step up and get a steal. You know, when I'm feeling, you know, healthy, feeling, you know, good, my legs ain't bothering me, and I feel like playing. Especially if I'm pissed off at whoever it is I'm gonna guard and he was talking shit. Like, all right, my man's open. Hold on, he's open over here. Then I go over to him and I'll be like, yo, these niggas is selfish. Why they not passing you the ball? Because I need him to stop wanting the ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, pass the ball, like, be open. I was really good, man. Like I'm okay now. I'm an okay player and shit, but I was really, really good. Like really, really good. And that's what I try to instill to the kids. So when I'm trying to help the kids get better, I'm literally, you know, they might not know it, but I'm teaching them the way I learned. You know? Good morning. I'm teaching them the way I learned, you know, for the most part. But there's just a whole bunch of fine looking women that live in that fucking building. Sheesh. Black Americans did not create hip hop by themselves. Sorry, mind, body, and soul. That's not how it started. And I'm saying that as being a person from the Bronx that was there when hip hop was being created. Like literally there. That's not how it started. It wasn't black people creating hip hop. It didn't start like that. Because you can't do, somebody said Ray for Austin cut down all of the antics when he went to the league. He didn't have a choice. The ref is gonna blow the whistle on a lot of the things that people do in and one, and the reason why they're gonna blow the whistle is because it's not a basketball move. That's another thing that y'all gotta understand. Some shit just have to be basketball moves to be able to be allowed. You know, it's not a basketball play. It's not a basketball move. They're gonna blow the whistle. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that and one shit they're just not gonna allow. Like I could do mad different dribbling tricks, but you'll never see me do it in a game. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do it in a game. You know what I'm saying? You can disagree all you want, but I am from the Bronx. I was there in the 80s. I was literally there. That's not how it started. It wasn't all black people. Matter of fact, the only thing black people were doing was rapping. Black people weren't even the DJs. We weren't even the DJs. The only thing the black people were doing was rapping. We wasn't the DJs. We weren't the dancers. We weren't the graffiti people. We weren't the people that everybody was biting off of their swag. Nobody wasn't biting off of any of the black people's attire and the way they dressed until Run DMC. Run DMC, you know, they came out well after hip hop was already formed. They was in the beginning, but that was well after hip hop was already formed. It's just incorrect. I'm not trying to be an asshole or nothing like that. You're just really incorrect. Like 80% of the Bronx was like Latin. Like 80% of the Bronx was Latin. I'm from the Bronx, literally. The majority of the people that lived in I'm not wrong. Please don't try to argue with me. You can have your opinion, but please don't try to argue with me. I'm not wrong. Like I was literally there. Like when I say there, I guess I got to give you a better example of what I mean. You know, when the actual first, you know, let's say it's 1982, 1983. I was at the club, not the clubs, I was at the parties. Like I was a little kid. Let's say it's 1984, 1985. I was at the parties. I was at the jump offs I was at the projects and the parties and the projects. I was at the parties. I was at the parties. Like I don't know no better way to explain this to you. I'm there. I was at the parties. I don't know no better way to explain that. Were you at the parties? Beautiful smile. What's in the box? What's in the box? I'm Jack, by the way. Okay. Yeah, I was like literally at the parties. I was at the you know, I was there. I don't know what to tell you. KRS-One said that black people didn't start it by himself. KRS-One was one of the biggest rappers in the 80s. He's wrong also? KRS-One said it. Is he wrong also? Almost everyone that was making music in the 80s have said it. Are they all also wrong? I'll do you one better. I'll name you a non-black person right now. They're not an American black. Would that be good enough for you? Put it in the chat. Let me know. Would that be good enough for you? I'm going to name a non-American black person. What's up? That has something to do with hip-hop. And when I say their name, it's going to be unquestionable. Would that be good enough for you? So you can stop. So it don't have to be about Spanish speaking people and black people. Would that be good enough for you? Because if it's not going to be good enough for you, it's no reason for me to tell you, right? So let me know if that's going to be good enough for you. You do know most of those people you think were black were not black, right? They were just dark skinned. You do know that, right? A lot of those people you thought were black were not black. They were just dark skinned. You do know that, right? Rhyming and rap music are two different things. All music rhymes. I'm about to name a name. If I name a name for you, shout out to Melly Mel. I actually know the guy. I don't know him that well. My father knows him, apparently. They used to go to the same gym for a while. So I've spoken with him a couple of times when he called the house. So once again, if I name a person right now who is not an American black, who cannot be questioned as being one of the good morning, who cannot be questioned as one of the individuals that started hip hop, would that be good enough for you? That's the question. And I'm going to name somebody before Melly Mel. Watch when you find out who the and this isn't even who I'm talking about, but watch when you find out who the what the races of the what's those guys? A hip hop to the hippie to the hippie, the hip hop, you don't stop. Rock it to the bang bang boogie, the up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to be. Who the fuck is those guys? And what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. Who are those guys? You think all of those dudes was black? They weren't, by the way. Good day. Have a good time at the beach. Yes, ma'am. Watch when you find out all of those guys weren't black Americans. But I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about somebody before them. I'm talking about somebody before them, so it don't matter. I'm talking about somebody before them. You asked me to name someone from the 80s that was Latin. I told you the Sugar Hill Gang, and you said that you're moving the field goal, you're moving the goalposts. I just named you somebody who was part Latin. You think that what do you think that the Fat Boys? You thought all of them was 100% Black American? You see how that works? So you're gonna move the goalpost again? I'm just asking. You're gonna keep moving the goalposts? I mean, you can look at dude and you know that he's not 100% black. You can just look at him and tell that. So you moving the goalposts again? I'm asking. I just named two, by the way. You said from the 80s. I named two, not one. Ah, it's so interesting. You knew who I was talking about. In any regard, once again, if I name somebody who was before all of these people and they were not a black American, if I name someone that was before all of these people and they were not a black American, will that be good enough for you? I'm gonna name somebody before all of these people and they were not a black American. That's not how hip hop started. I was there. You want me to lie? I'm not gonna lie. You're not lying. You don't know. I know better. So by me saying that, I would be lying. When you say it, you're just not informed. There's a difference. When I say it, I'm lying because I know better. Once again, I'm going to name somebody that was before all of the individuals we just named. I don't know what. What are you telling me I don't know? I was there. Like I was literally there. Go look at some of the first break beats. Why is some of the first break beats Latin mixes? You know what a break beat is? Do you know what a break beat is? Since we're having this conversation, do you know what a break beat is? Because you know all of these things about hip hop. Do you know what a break beat is? Do you know why a break beat is called the break beat? And do you know what a break beat is? You're telling me all of these things about hip hop. Do you know what a break beat is? And do you know why a break beat is called the break beat? Sheesh. Good morning. Nope. First of all, are you talking about rap music or are you talking about hip hop? Those are two different things. Rap music exists inside of hip hop, but hip hop is much more than rap music. Let's just be clear on this. I'll say that again. Rap music exists inside of hip hop. Hip hop is much more than rap music. Rap music is just an element at best. So once again, are you gonna answer my question? Do you know what a breakbeat is? So about wax, do you know what a breakbeat is, and do you know why it was called the breakbeat? Rap did not start hip hop. You're wrong. I don't know if this is the real mind, body, and soul, or if this person is just trying to have an argument with me. Because you seem to not answer any of my questions like those other people, but you seem to ask me a lot of questions without answering any of my questions. So it just feels like this whole conversation is disingenuous. I'm answering your questions while you refuse to answer my questions. Now, once again, just so we can be clear, do you know what a breakbeat is? And do you know why it's called the breakbeat? I'll tell you all of this, and I'll tell you why it even first started. Obviously you don't know, so I'll say it. Don't say you know after I say it, because obviously you don't know. I've been asking this question for a minute. You obviously just don't know. You obviously just don't know. So first I'll tell you what a b-boy is. A b-boy is the people that danced during the breakbeat. It's not relevant. We talking about hip hop. How can a breakbeat be irrelevant in hip hop? How can a breakbeat be irrelevant in rap music? Explain that to me. It just doesn't help your point. That's all. It's not helping your point. And so now I'll explain. So B-boys was named B-boys because they were breakdancing boys, basically. So what happened was a certain DJ, I'm not going to say their name yet because we're not talking about that. Well, we are talking about that, but I'll get to that in a moment. A certain DJ, or DJs in particular, but a certain DJ, had started playing just the B-side, the music, the breakbeats of different songs, because that got the B-boys dancing and that what got the party jumping. Once again, hip-hop is not just rap music. It's a shame that people that don't live in... There's a reason why when you leave New York, rap music isn't really hip-hop anymore. When you leave New York, rap music is basically pop music more than it's hip-hop. In Atlanta, they don't make hip-hop music. They make pop music. Out in Cali, there's people that make hip-hop music, but the majority of rap music that's made out there is pop music. These people are not making hip-hop. Nah. What do you mean telling me to let it go? I'm going to talk my shit. So I'm going to break down what I was saying. We're not going to do that. We're not going to get to the part where I'm going to prove you to be wrong, and then you say drop it. You're not doing that. So basically, a breakbeat is the beat that the DJ would throw on because the B-boys, it was time for them to dance. So I want you to go and just, anybody could do this. I want you to go look up on YouTube any of breakdancing and B-boys from the 80s. Don't be surprised when almost all of them are Puerto Rican and Dominican. Don't be surprised when barely any of them are black. So this is just something you can go look up for yourself. Don't be surprised when you go look up graffiti artists, other people who are also hip-hop, because graffiti is part of hip-hop. Don't go be surprised when you go look up graffiti artists and almost none of them are black. None of them. Really none of them. Why do you think K. Slay was such a big deal? K. Slay was one of the only real black graffiti artists out there. That's why K. Slay was as big as he was. But that's the part that people don't get, because there's always some kind of race shit. People can't just enjoy something. It always got to be about race. So basically what a breakbeat is the beat that the DJ would throw on to give the dancers an opportunity to dance. Now, if you go look at almost all of the breakbeats that they was playing in the 80s, why were they almost all Latin music? Relevance. Explain that to me. Explain to me why almost all of the breakbeats, and it's not hard to find out what breakbeats they was using. You can literally just go on YouTube and YouTube it. Why was almost all of the breakbeats that were being used in the 80s and in the 70s, why almost all of the breakbeats was Latin music if black people created rap, created hip hop? My title is basically trying to say, for more than one point, that Latin people do have a place in hip hop. I think Latin people have a place in hip hop. I think Russians have a place in hip hop specifically because when I was growing up, those was the main motherfuckers that was graffitiing and tagging. And I can tell you that though. That's the part they got hide from you. All of the Eastern Europeans that was out there that was being a part of hip hop in the 80s and the 90s, in the 80s and the 70s, they got hide that from you though. They're gonna hide the fact that the only reason why rap even was able to stay alive was because of all of these other races being involved in it. If rap was just simply just only a black thing, they would have killed us off. They're gonna hide that part. That's the part they're not gonna tell you. They're not gonna tell you about the part where there was only one news circulation that was even covering hip hop back then. Do you know what that news circulation is? Because you seem to know everything about hip hop. So I'm asking you. There was only one news circulation that was covering hip hop. I didn't say Latin started it. They were there at the start. There was only one news circulation that even covered hip hop. Period. There was only one. Do you know which one it was? I mean, I do. No, rap didn't come first. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Hip hop was already a thing. You don't remember in the 70s when people used to say, and in the 60s, part of the slang was, are you hip? Are you hip? Latins were there in the beginning. I'm not saying that they started it. I'm saying that they were there in the beginning with everyone else. Because hip-hop wasn't started by no one race. Hip-hop wasn't started by no one ethnicity. There were a lot of people that had put a lot of energy and love into hip-hop. And every time people try to say that black people started it, y'all disrespecting a lot of people that died for this shit. And I just have a problem with that. With all due respect. I got an issue that we can't love our Puerto Rican brothers and our Dominican brothers and our Eastern European brothers. I got a problem with that. We can't love our Caribbean brothers. I got a problem with that. So remember the movie? Was it Breaking? Where the kid fell into the train and got ran over by the train? You think that was, he was supposed to be black? Did you see his hair? They had the kid with the super curly hair. Black people hair ain't like that. Maybe my title was incorrectly put up by YouTube and I wrote the title incorrect. We did not start it and other people joined in. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's the point. We already had community of people that were of a lot of different races and races and ethnicities. The community of people that were of a lot of different races and ethnicities started hip hop. What happened was when they started trying to destroy hip hop, they was aiming all of their negative energy towards the black people because that was the easiest way to destroy shit back then. So they was just talking bad about blacks when they was trying to destroy hip hop. But no, a lot of these rappers wasn't even black. Now I'm going to tell you who the person I was talking about was. Kool Herc wasn't a black American. Kool Herc, he's credited as throwing the first hip hop party. So I don't know what you're going to say about that. You're going to come up with something about that. But Kool Herc was credited with throwing the first hip hop party. He was Caribbean. He wasn't an American black. He was Caribbean. You know what's in the Caribbean? You know which islands are in the Caribbean? What is that? Haiti, Jamaica, the Dominican. I just told you a fact. I just told you a 100% bona fide fact that you could go Google. You know what islands are in the Caribbean? Haiti, the Dominican, Jamaica. What other islands are out there? That's where he was from. Born. Moved here. Kool Herc. Kool Herc threw the first hip hop party. So much so that they have a wing for that shit damn near in the hip hop museum. So much so that every single individual that is a part of hip hop universally agrees on this. And you're telling me I'm wrong. What was it? 77, I think? It was like 77, 76, something like that. Sedgwick Avenue, I forgot the number of the building. It's like 15 something. Sedgwick Avenue. Over there on the other side of, it's on the west side of the Bronx. Very dangerous area, by the way. Very, very dangerous area. I used to live over there. Not on Sedgwick. I used to live on Hennessy Place. Other side of Burnside. Very dangerous area. My aunt used to live there. My cousins and my aunt and them used to live there, and I used to go there in the summers. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to leave this conversation alone just because you don't know what you're talking about, and just because I just gave you all of this information and you're not even processing it. I just gave you all of this information and you're not even processing it. I just gave you enough for an actual hip hop course. Like this could have been a literally class of hip hop. Melly Mel don't think I'm wrong. Melly Mel already said that Kool Herc through the first party. You don't think I'm wrong? You just don't know what you're talking about. That's all. You don't know what you're talking about. Everything that I just said, please go Google. Every single thing that you just heard me say about hip hop, please go Google. Anybody that's watching, you could Google it. Everything that I just said is Googleable. Every single thing. Google, YouTube, whatever search engine you want to use, go use it. Bing. Every single thing that I just said is researchable. Every last thing that I just said. Every single last thing that I just said is researchable. Every single last thing that I just said can be researched. Every last thing that I said. Don't tell me I'm wrong. Go research it. Every single thing that I just said, you can Google. Hold on one second. Let me go get my other phone. And this is how we're going to do this. I'm gonna go get a search engine. One second, I'm gonna turn my hotspot on. I'm gonna research it right now. Got my other phone right here. No, I'm Googling the stuff that I said. I don't care what anyone said in order for their own ego. I'm Googling the things that are historical. I'm not Googling what anybody just said. I'm Googling the historically accurate shit, just so we could be clear. Anybody could say anything. I'm not going to just fall for whatever anybody is just saying. So first, shit, I should use the bathroom. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I should have went to the bathroom. I went inside. Okay, so 1973, just so we can be clear. You see that, right? You see that? DJ Cool Herc? Give me 1 minute. I went to the bathroom real quick. Okay, the birthplace of hip hop was a rec room at 15. I told you it was 15 something. 1520 Sedgwick Avenue, where on August 11th, 1973, Kool Herc and his sister, Cindy Campbell, threw a party and spun records. This is what we did to enjoy ourselves. Just because I'm curious, Let's see when Melly Mel's first album was. First song. Let's see if we make it even better for him, because the song gonna come out sometime before the album. Grandmaster Melly Mel's first song, The Message to Survival, released in 1982. You still believe yourself to be right? Now I just showed you evidence. You still believe yourself to be right? This isn't good enough? I'm just asking. That's not good enough? That's the first two things I Googled, by the way, proving you to be incorrect. That good enough? Or we could just leave it alone. Let me make sure my title is correct. My title might be wrong. I'll check the title of this video. No. Why do some people want to erase Latin influence from hip hop? No, my title is perfect. So you're going to go watch another channel because I'm not wrong and because you're wrong? Fine. So I'm going to keep going. Why not? You're going to go watch another channel unless I agree to be wrong about something I'm right about. Because I don't agree that I'm wrong about something I'm right about. You're going to go watch it. Fine. You can stay over there. So I got to lie. That's the only way you're going to watch my channel is if I lie. If I have no integrity and I just am a liar, that's the only way you're going to watch the channel. Copy. So I'm assuming I'm never going to see you again. I hope you enjoy whatever you enjoying. I hope you're going to enjoy whatever you enjoying. I just proved you to be incorrect. But let's go a little bit deeper. Let's see if I was right about any of the other stuff. So what was Kool Herc? Let's see what Kool Herc's nationality was real quick. Because I could be wrong, right? I don't really like messing with Wikipedia. It says Jamaican American. Where was he born at? He was born in Kingston, Jamaica. So that another thing I'm right about? What's up, my brother? Chilling. So you just I have to agree that I gotta lie. That's the only way you're gonna watch my page is if I just lie. That's the only way I can get you to watch my page if I'm just gonna lie. That's the only way, copy. It is what it is. So now that I just proved myself to be correct, is there anybody else that want to question my knowing about what's going on with the influence of Latin people in hip hop? Is there any other questions? Is there anything else? For everybody that don't know what's going on, basically what the people that hate me do is they convince anybody that donates to the page to come in here and pick an argument with me. But I be right. So then after I'm right, the people that donate to the page don't never come back again because I was right. So that's all they're going to do. Now they're going to go find another person that donates to the page. They're going to tell that person to come pick a fight with me. That person is going to come pick a fight with me. That person is going to most likely also be wrong. And that's going to be the last time I see them. So that's basically what the people that hate me do. So remember I told you that Prince Marky D? I said, yo, there's a dude in the Fat Boys. That dude isn't black. Remember I said that? And remember she said, Marky is black. I want y'all to look at Marky D's last name. Morales. What else she said I was wrong about? What else she said I was wrong about? Morales. Mark Anthony Morales. Sheesh. What else she said I was wrong about? I keep trying to tell y'all, people get mad at me for being right. That's crazy. And not just being right. They attack me like I don't know what I'm talking about. And then after it's found out that I'm right, they never talk to me again. So this is what I go through. I'm probably never going to see her again. All because she decided to come and have a conversation and not know what she was talking about. What am I going to do? What you going to do? What you gonna do? This is the world I live in. I told you I don't live in a real world. Like somebody else, people will clap for them when they know what they're talking about. Me, people hate me because I know what I'm talking about. I just live in a different world than everybody else. I don't live in a real world. I live in a different world. Anything else y'all want to discuss? Oh, my battery about to die. Anything else y'all want to discuss? And if you wanna really know. Okay. Shout out to him. All you gotta do is go on YouTube and Google breakdancing. Almost all of the breakdances you're gonna see is gonna be of Spanish-speaking origin. I promise you. Almost all of them. You're gonna see probably about 4 or 5 Puerto Rican niggas and Dominican niggas, and you're gonna see like 2 black niggas with them, 1 black nigga with them. I promise you. My brother was a dancer. My brother used to dance for Public Enemy. My brother was a dancer. Now ask me who all of his friends was in the neighborhood that they used to dance with. Have a blessed day. Thank you. Ask him who all the people in his neighborhood, or ask me who all the people in the neighborhood he used to dance with was. My brother was a dancer, fam. He used to dance for Public Enemy. Before that, he was dancing. When he was in the... Yo! How y'all doing? Yo, what happened?
Back, baby.
Later. My brother used to dance for Public Enemy, fam. When he used to do his dancing and they used to practice, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching him practice, we used to have a back room was real big, and we had like a real big wooden floor that you could like do back spins and all that other shit on. When he used to bring people over and they used to practice dancing, what he had, one of them would be black, so it'd be him, one black guy, and then the rest of them niggas be Puerto Rican and Dominican. When we used to go out and see the dances, almost all of them is Puerto Rican and Dominican. I don't know why we have to erase the Latin influence in order to try to make black people seem whatever. Like, we're already who we are. We don't have no reason to feel like we got to bow down to anybody, but nobody else should feel that way either. I don't think we have to try to erase the significance of Latin culture and hip hop in order to make our significance seem brighter. I think that we obviously are the spearhead. That doesn't mean that other people weren't involved. That doesn't mean that other races of people didn't have significant add significant value to hip hop. You gotta do better, fam. You gotta do better. Anyway, shout out to the absolutely gone friendship that we had with Mind, Body, and Soul, because the people that hate me convinced her to come in here and do what they try to do to me. You understand what I'm saying? So let's see who they get to. Let's see who they convince to hate on me next. Let's see who they convince to hate me next. I guess that's what we gonna wait for. See who the next people they convince to hate. With that being said, I'm out. Everybody just enjoy your day, fam. It is what it is. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. But I just want y'all to be clear on this. I literally have a person that hate me now because I was right. Because I didn't lie. And because I knew what I was talking about. No one else is held to that standard. Who? Trump? That's like the only other person I can think of off the top of my head that's held to the standard that if they don't lie, people don't like them. So the only way I can get her to like me is if I lie. If I go against God and say things that I know not to be the truth. Good day. You understand what I'm saying? That's the only way. I gotta lie and say things that I believe go against God. That's the only way that she's gonna fuck with me. I can't just be honest. I can't know what I'm talking about. I can't say the right thing, and I can't be correct. You understand? Like, this is how I have to live. Nobody else, I don't know nobody else that has to live like this. Just me. With that being said, I'm just out, fam. It is what it is. Shout out to her. I hope she enjoy it over there with them niggas.